on Saturdays.
All right,
But
I'm
I don't have to work.
streaming.
All right, 3. I'm starting. 3, 2, 1.
Swim.
Hi, everybody. I don't know
Hola.
what sound you made, Charles. Like, I don't know what that was.
I said swim.
That's what opened up my stream. Like, I hit the start button, and all anyone heard was swim.
That's your system cutting on.
Yeah.
I forgot how to spell apocalypse for a second.
I did too. I had Charles spell it for me. Oh.
Spazzes.
I have to actually go on BRB screen.
Why?
Because I'm doing stuff in the store.
Oh. Well, I'm inviting you, and where are you? You're not online.
I am now. Just press
I still don't agree with you. The game doesn't agree with you. There you are.
It's
I'm
loading.
here.
It's almost there. It's there.
What was I doing? What was
I'm
I
there
doing?
now.
I was spending money. Where is the thing?
I am not spending money. Although I really like that little miner.
It's still trying to come in. There I go. Crewmate crossover ends 19th. I'm literally 50 points away from getting the damn costume.
Damn it, click the button. Thank you.
Oh shit, I don't have it sent to my earbuds because I'm a silly bitch.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I also like this.
Okay. Now I can go back.
Alright, so let's talk about what we're doing today. We are not just playing Fall Guys. We are, since we couldn't gather enough people for the Magic tournament tonight, we're going to have a different kind of tournament. We're going to rank apocalypses. Now, question, guys. I have a question. Do you think that we should judge these apocalypses by how survivable they are, or how much we'd prefer to survive them, or how likely we, how easy it would be to come back from one? What do you think?
I think I was going to take the opposite of whatever someone else was saying.
Oh, come on. You're a dumbass.
Yep.
I guess judge it on how. What? Are you talking?
No, okay, I'm good. What? Oh, my bad. My bad. I was talking to myself. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You cut him off to talk to yourself. Carlos, what were you saying?
Yeah. So I would say, I guess we could judge it based on, I guess, how much we think we are to how likely we are to survive it. We think we are to survive it, or yeah.
Follow-up question.
That one makes sense.
Yeah. How likely we are to survive it. Now, I think most of these have a survival rating of about 0 long term. So would it be how long we're able to survive it?
Yeah, like how long we think we'd be able to make it. Like how long we think we'd be able to survive. Like if we think we're like done like immediately, like like that's the worst. And the ones where we're like, I could probably finagle something for a little bit.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, so I guess that's what we'll start with. And that brings us to zombies. Everybody loves to talk zombie apocalypse. I know me and Mike do constantly. We've had a plan for years. Don't laugh at us.
No, me and I have had a share of zombie survival tactics.
I didn't spend enough money.
Anyway, Or versus the Black Plague pandemic. But, like, it spreads, and it spreads everywhere.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so briefly go over Black Plague again real quick.
The Black Plague is what happened in England in the Dark Ages, where just everyone died and they would put people out on the street and someone would come around and just collect bodies. Just all day, every day.
And it affects the whole body?
The whole body. The respiratory system, circulatory system. It is...
How does it pass again?
It killed like something like 75% of the population or something.
How does it pass again?
Air.
Oh, airborne. Okay.
It is an airborne illness.
Alright, so I'm gonna go with zombie because at least that one you have to be touched. Like scarred. Like anytime it's airborne, it's like immediately like you're pretty much getting it. Like,
but it also depends.
All right, wait, what does that mean? Depends on what?
It depends on the type of zombies.
Yeah.
Because there are some zombies that can only affect you by biting. Some zombies can affect you by anything getting on them. You left, Charles.
Sorry, I want to give myself some showbucks.
Oh.
I really have at least one Among Us costumes and wanted to get it too.
Anyway.
There.
Oh, well then we'll wear them Among Us. Okay, so some zombies, any liquid gets on you, even if they don't scratch you, but if they like bleed on you, if anything like that happens, it can infect you. Are they fast? Are they slow? Are they Romero zombies or are they rage zombies?
Rage zombies is the 28 days.
Okay. Alright, so.
Mike, I know you haven't seen 28 Days, so are they Romero zombies or are they World War Z zombies?
World War Z zombies, fuck, that is absolute fiction because there's no way the human race survives that.
Yeah.
Like
you have to be on an island.
And even that didn't really help people. Wait a minute, being cheesy. Do I have?
Yeah, they did live longer, but it definitely still an issue. Yeah.
Romero zombies are slow. I mean, you know, yeah, we'll go with that.
They are slow, and they only transmit infection by bite.
Yeah, I thought we were going Among Us.
Yeah, I am.
No one else
I'm looking for my Among Us.
Hey, you're doing young sprouts.
I don't remember what any of them are called.
I have the being cheesy, and I have the excellent. I'm wearing the being cheesy right now.
So I will wear excellent. Because I think he got sprout, so that'll make us all different ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna get sprout.
But still together.
Yes.
There it is. There we go.
Yeah. Alright.
So yeah, I was a little out of it when we started talking about the apocalypse.
No.
So Romero zombie versus World War Z, I'm definitely going like Romero's way more survivable. Because in order to survive the World War Z style zombies, we'd have to make ourselves sick, like on death's door type sick.
And that wouldn't work for full-on rage zombies. Rage zombies will go for you anyway.
Yeah. I mean, rage zombies are just fucking angry.
They are fast. If a little bit of blood gets in your eye, you're sick. Like, they are no joke. I think to properly compare the two, we have to go with the most brutal, most infectious form of zombie there is. It would be the 28 Days Later zombies, definitely, which, for your information, Mike, are fast, they are mean, and they don't even have to touch you. If any of their blood gets into any cut or orifice of your body, you are turned.
So they could just be like 10 feet away from you, cut open their hand, and just flick it as hard as possible at you. And if it lands in your mouth, it's like blood darts, just right in your mouth. That's it. You're fucked.
There is a game like that, yeah.
If you watch the movie, a lot of times they throw up blood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like a Red Lantern.
I guess
The
yeah.
the Red Lanterns projectile vomit their blood
Ready up,
imbued with.
Charles.
I am ready to.
I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on. Give me a second.
So yeah, that's what the 28 Days Later zombies pretty much did. They would throw up and all that crap.
Okay.
But I mean,
That's
something to note about the Black Death. The Black Plague. Sorry, brain, fucking germs. Masks did work. Because although they didn't wear masks the way we did with COVID, that's where that death mask comes from, of like the crow.
Yeah, the doctor's plague, the plague doctor.
The plague mask, yeah.
Yeah.
It comes from the Black Plague. And it did help doctors survive as they treated their patients.
So if you have one, you can survive as long as you keep away from them, and they're not in your house. You can take it off in your house and still be okay, or you have to wear it all the time.
I'm not entirely sure. I gotta be honest with you there. I'm not entirely sure how it would work on that, but I do know that people survived. And although it wasn't 100% lethal, it was a lot lethal. It was something like 90% lethal. But there were people who had the Black Plague who survived.
All right, so if we base it off that, like a COVID situation where you have your mask, your ventilated mask, keep you from breathing it when you're outside or near them, and you don't I guess touch them either, because I'm sure they spit up stuff too, right?
I mean, yeah, they're sick. They're sick humans, so all the sputum you can handle.
All right, so you stay away from their fluids. And then I guess they're not in your house, so you could take the mask off inside your house, and I guess you'd be able to survive. All right, with that newer information.
As long as you have a cleaning system before you go into your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about, Black Plague type survival tactics in a modern day, we have things that could. I mean, just like we went through with COVID, we have Lysol wipes, hand sanitizers, disinfectants, things like that they didn't have back then.
Yeah, I was thinking how she went through the explanation more. I was thinking that maybe be better.
Yeah, I feel like that's way more survivable because we've already done it.
But just also keep in mind that there is no vaccine or anything for it.
There was no vaccine for COVID-19. There was a vaccine.
COVID-19 was much less virulent and much less deadly than the Black Plague.
Was it less virulent?
Yes.
Because So hold on. All right, y'all both just. All right, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
No, don't feel stupid.
Like my thought process was, the Black Plague happened in a very different era of science.
Yeah, but it was airborne. COVID's not airborne.
COVID's not airborne?
No.
I'm so confused.
On how airborne means that it can survive in the air. COVID doesn't survive in the air. Like, if you get sneezed on, you get those, mucus droplets on your lip, then you're gonna catch it. Also, ew.
Man, they made it seem like as soon as someone sneezes around you, whether they're gone or they stay there, that shit was still in the air.
No.
I mean, from what I gathered from what they were saying, it didn't fall immediately. It kind of floated down.
Yeah, that's
why
what
you could potentially walk through a cloud of it.
It didn't stay in the air. Black Plague would stay in the air.
Oh, see, that's where my confusion was.
Ditto.
I mean, I do know that COVID would eventually fall and land on a surface, and that's where it would survive.
And that's why we all Cloroxed our shit after we bought it.
Yeah. fucking wiping apples down with fucking Clorox wipes.
You better not have been. Jesus Christ.
You can just
I was
you can
That's
just
I
soap
was
water that.
I was exaggerating. I did not Clorox my apples, but
I
good.
don't believe
Jesus
you.
Christ. Don't say that out loud on the internet. People are stupid.
Yeah, eating Tide Pods and shit.
look, look, if you get taken out by doing something stupid because you heard it on the internet, we didn't need you anyway.
Oh,
That's
God.
true.
Sorry.
Anyway.
No, that was true. I totally believe that.
I think it's a lot more possible to survive the zombie apocalypse than the Black Plague.
You just grabbed me, Mike.
Yeah, but
Butthole.
nothing was happening. Sorry, so what were you
Yeah,
saying?
I think zombie apocalypse would be more I don't know, because now we're talking about like the fast ones. They bleed in your eye.
Yeah, I'm thinking plague with enough precautions. Like I feel like even though it was more virulent, more deadly, I think we've already gone through it. I think it's survivable. If it's slow zombies, then that's more survivable. If it's the Romero type zombies, then I go that.
Especially the
Like
ones that can only infect you with a bite.
yeah. Or even if it is like a blood infection, like blood or mucus in your system, if they're slow, that's doable. Unlike this fucking jumping shit I have to do right now while talking about things. I have zero focus. I don't even know what I just fucking said to y'all. I don't know if I was saying
No, you
sentences.
weren't talking out of your ass. It made sense. It made sense.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Like, if they're the slow ones and only have to worry about the bite, just don't be dumb enough to get caught in a group of them.
Yeah.
Keep the high ground, and you know, always carry around a little bit of bait with you. You know, maybe some raw meat, something. Just if you gotta drop it off real, and make a run for it.
Also, side note, best weapon for the slow zombie apocalypse, crowbar. Doesn't run out of ammunition, can smash a skull and pry open a door, all in one tool.
Very smart. Which is why we have
That
our
is
crowbar accumulators.
that is very smart. I however really like the idea of a shovel.
Shovel's good.
I think a
Crowbar.
shovel would
The
work
mini
better because you
ones?
could still pry things open with a shovel. Plus, you can dig and start your little farm.
We did not
We
qualify.
didn't qualify. Okay.
You didn't? How?
I have no idea how, but I am not dressed like Knuckles.
No,
Me
neither am
neither.
I.
They have a smaller one that does that, like a smaller shovel, a hand shovel that's still
Yeah.
like weighted and heavy.
All right, so
I think
there are tactical collapsible shovels.
I have tactical shovels in the house, and I have a tactical pickaxe also, because I have my own little go bag for the zombie apocalypse. Like, don't fucking laugh at me, okay?
I ain't laughing at shit. I have one too.
All right, so I
I
think
mean, I also have one.
whenever we end a game, that's when we have to make a decision.
And the
As
carry
long as
bag.
we go
Okay.
more than 2 rounds.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right,
And
so
we did go more than 2 rounds there.
yeah,
I
we've
think.
discussed it, and what do you think?
I don't know what I'm trying to figure out here.
Zombies versus Black Plague pandemic for
Which one
apocalypses.
you're more likely to survive,
Oh,
or at
which one
least
am I
last
more like?
longer, at least.
Personally, zombies. For me, like I think I'm more likely to survive, especially since we were talking mostly slow zombies.
No, we're you you're not remembering. We decided that we had to go by the worst possible scenario,
Oh, well then either way I'm fucked. But I
which
clearly
is
rage
zombies.
zombies.
Rage zombies.
Mindless red lanterns. I think I would have to vote Black Plague. I've already survived a minor version of it. That's my vote.
I will always also go with it for the same reasons, and like also like I'm already selective around who I hang around. So the people I hang around will also be on their shit. So if I do need to talk to them, like it is modern day, we do have Zoom, and if we really need that connection with each other, we'll take cars to get to each other and just stay in our very selected few households. But other than that, like I don't really need interaction. So I'd survive just fine.
Oh yeah,
Like
just
I fucking start growing a farm in my freaking like backyard or something, and then and survive off that
just
if I really get
just
antsy
rub it in
about
my
things.
just a whole tirade of you talking about how much you enjoy the person you're stuck in a house with. Fuck you. I have I have my brother and my cousin.
Why are you so salty?
So
Have you met my brother and my cousin?
Not gonna.
so I agree with both of you, but and there's a big but. I'm also adding on a good reason for the Black Plague to win is that eventually it'll end. People who have it will die. The zombies just exist indefinitely.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
As long as there are humans, there are potential zombies.
Yep.
Yeah. And eventually humanity will just gain an immunity to the Black Plague. Like
Mhm.
through either through science or natural selection of genetics, will eventually just gain some level of immunity to it. So yeah, I'm all for saying the Black Plague is more survivable than a rage zombie apocalypse.
Ditto.
Now, now we move on to Mike's least favorite category. Temperature.
Nope. Nope.
We've
Nah.
got a new ice age, such as in Day After Tomorrow, or
Mhm.
the death of the sun.
Okay.
You know,
Hold on. So my short answer. Hold on. Before we get into it, my short answer. Ice Age is more survivable time wise because Death of the Sun. I'm thinking like explosion. We're done. We're third planet from the sun. That thing goes nuclear. It's cooking the planet. There is no
Well,
surviving that. So
no.
technically, we could survive longer in an ice age. We've already survived one of those. But either
Mhm.
way, fuck that. Neither one of them are a good way to go out.
And to add on to his, even if it didn't burn us all, wouldn't it probably turn into a giant hole or something like black hole because it being so big and
Oh, that's
imploding?
true.
So if we don't
oh.
burn to death,
Star.
whoever's remaining is getting sucked into it.
All right. Now,
That
I think we need a redo because I think you're both right that a sun death would be instant death because the black hole would swallow us and we would get stretched out into string theory, and let's not even go into that.
now hold on. Now hold on.
So I think we should move. We
Hold
should
on.
change that to heat death.
I was yet okay. So here's what I was gonna say. So before we started streaming, I had mentioned the episode of the Twilight Zone, and the way that was working was it wasn't that the sun was going to explode. It's that the Earth was knocked off of its axis. Why is it taking so long for this to start?
Yo, I was thinking that while you were talking, I'm like,
I'm, st-
we
I'm
went
s-
through a whole debate on this day, and we're still falling.
yeah.
All right, let's
So
escape out and go back in. Okay,
yeah.
let's try that
Okay.
again.
So the premise of the episode was that the Earth had gotten knocked off of its axis and was slowly traveling toward the sun. Then at the end of the episode, she wakes up, and it was all a nightmare that she was having. But what was actually happening was that the Earth had gotten knocked off the axis and was slowly drifting away from the sun, so it was getting colder.
All right,
So
so
in
that could be
that
what causes
scenario,
the ice age.
yeah, in that scenario, exactly that scenario, we have a time frame that isn't an instant heat death. more so just an extreme gradual, like I use the term gradual loosely because it's it's temperatures rising rapidly, but not an instant heat death.
Okay, because I was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask how is the speed of us either freezing or burning, like getting closer or further. I was gonna ask
So that'll be our ice age, and for the heat death, we'll go with just basic climate change. Only let's have it sped up by like 3 times. So instead of it taking years, it's taking a little longer than that.
Okay, so I know generally I don't like the cold, but I don't like burning up more than that. Like, I feel like with the gradual freezing of the planet, I could probably deal. However, if we gradually freeze, that also means vegetation-wise, which would die quicker? Was it the ones that if we were freezing, would the vegetation die quicker, or if we were burning, would the vegetation die quicker?
That's
Okay.
a very good question. Well, we're already in a situation. Sorry, you go first, Mike.
No, I was gonna ask, how correct was Family Guy with the whole freezing of the broccoli thing? Can broccoli survive the cold?
I have no fucking clue. I know that there is a lot that can't survive the cold and a lot that can.
Yeah.
Well, the thing, when you freeze vegetables and stuff like that, you're kind of preserving it for a while.
Well,
yeah,
that's
but
the
it's
whole.
a matter
That's
of
how
what
we survive.
grows, though.
Yeah, because freezing, going to the supermarket and buying frozen peas, frozen broccoli. These are things that have been flash frozen, that have already grown, been harvested, and flash frozen to preserve their nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, everything that is currently grown flash freezes while still in the ground. That's great. We have that. Once all that runs out, can anything still grow?
I mean, no, but at the same time, if it's drying, you can't preserve anything, the already grown food and the food that hasn't grown yet. So it's less likely for you to survive with the heat with food, because heat will immediately start rotting stuff.
Ow!
Not necessarily. There's a lot of stuff that, unless it's set on fire, will be fine. Like clementines and oranges and all that, they love a good tropical heat. They'll grow in fucking New York.
We're not talking about tropical heat, though. We're talking beyond tropical heat.
So at some point, it won't just be humid and wet; it'll be dry.
Look. Neither one of these scenarios are survivable. I understand what you guys are saying, but in either scenario, eventually everything is just
yeah,
done.
but we're talking about which would happen first. I think, personally, because in really cold weather, I believe stuff like potatoes and onions still grow.
I have a question about the technology that we currently have. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Electricity. Does it last longer in the heat or in the cold? I know that sounds really, really stupid.
That's not. That's a good point.
Cold. Which makes sense because you put a battery in the refrigerator and it supposedly lasts longer.
Right. Cool.
And also, all electronics, when they get too hot, they burn up. They die. They stop working.
That's why,
they explode.
Computer labs. That's why all computer labs are cold, to keep all the technology still working.
Yeah. So, okay, they're fine. Just push me to where there's no ground. Dicks.
What?
Everybody's a bunch of dicks.
I just walked into an area. Stupid. And did it again. Why is big food such an issue for me?
I legitimately believe that with that being... Motherfucker, what glitching shit was that?
I do think that the Ice Age would be survivable, actually. Like, the more I think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my thought process, the reason I asked what I asked, just to make sure, was we have a lot more modern technology, and if that shit can last in the cold, we can create we can create like buildings and situations where we can heat things at,
We
like,
can build underground.
yeah, we can build underground. We've got climate control capabilities, and the extreme heat or extreme cold, either way. If it's extreme cold, we can build underground and heat it up with technology. And
Yeah.
then the cold that's outside, it won't be an issue on the technology, because it'll survive. We can
Yeah.
use electricity and shit to heat up the planet.
If
There's
we
that
made like underground method of travel between buildings, oh, we could survive indefinitely in the Ice Age. We could
In
build
fact,
greenhouses underground.
Right.
in fact, isn't there in Europe, is it Russia maybe, has like underground tunnels? It may not be right. I don't know. I don't know anything about geography, but there is a country that is like perpetually cold that isn't, Alaska, that actually has malls and cities underground so that you can walk through them during the really, really cold months when it's like negative 200 degrees outside.
Hmm.
That's
And we
possible.
could just do that.
Yeah, we could do something
That's
like
a
that.
thing. That's a thing that we already have in frigid climates now.
Yeah.
So I think Earth gets thrown into the middle of like the outer space, like, and just keeps going, never to be near a sun again. I think that's more survivable than slowly falling into the sun.
Yeah.
Because eventually you
At
just
least,
fall into the sun.
Well, I wasn't
yeah.
saying
At least
fall into
long
the
enough
sun for
to,
it. It's global warming for that.
yeah. At least
Well, yeah,
long enough
global warming.
where we can survive a couple of generations until we eventually do freeze over.
I
Or we're too
can
far.
I cannot ever get over these fucking fists on the first try.
I
Ever.
ran into the first set, but I landed on one and it punched me high enough that I just jumped past the second set.
That is not a thing that has ever happened or will ever happen to me.
That's happened to me 3 times now. The last 3 times you played this board, it's happened.
I just dove headfirst into a water balloon and got knocked backwards. I hate
I
this
am
stage.
getting beat the crap by these jelly rolls. I have
Ah,
fallen 3 times
I'm
because of them.
doing pretty okay.
I'm very close behind right now. Probably gonna cost us though.
I
So,
hate this stage. I hate this stage so much.
Oh, that's a lie. You love this stage.
I do. There are way worse. Oh my god, jelly rolls.
oh no, the circle of death jelly rolls. No, please no. Huh.
Excellent. Move out of my way.
No.
Actually didn't do too bad.
We're not competing. Stop trying to kill me. We're on the same team.
Ah! Mike.
It was there. It
What
was
did you just
there.
sound like doing that?
I just did it too.
All right then. Shush your face then.
Oh, we definitely did make it.
We definitely did make that. None of the three of
Your
us crossed.
squad did not. None of us.
I was
None
in
of us.
first for so long. Alright, what that means is that we are back to making a decision.
I mean, I think the general consensus is we would rather be on the away from sun as opposed to towards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice Age it is.
Ice Age.
Alright, so that brings us to Waterworld versus Aliens.
Ooh, righty.
Now, aliens, much like the zombies, it would depend on what kind. Because you've got the bird box aliens where you can't see. You've got the Quiet Place aliens that... You got the Quiet Place aliens that you can't be heard. And you've got, like, the War of the World aliens that just kill everything.
And then you've also got the aliens that are allergic to water.
And then you've got the Thing, which can be anyone.
And which also, if you go on that one, there's the faculty where they go into your body, suck you dry of water.
So, I mean,
All right, which one's the most deadly, and then we can do it based on that.
I would say that the bird box would be most deadly because you can't see.
But going on that route, the quiet place ones. Think about how often you just stub your toe and go fuck.
Yeah, but the quiet place answers that for you because if you just live near a fucking waterfall, they can't hear you.
Right, they can't pinpoint your location. Also,
running sounds they're fine.
Yeah.
What?
Running sounds like things that flow or move. They don't go
Anything that's
towards.
naturally noisy.
Yeah, and it hides you. So as long as you don't make anything higher than that sound, you're good.
Yeah, I'm nope. Both of
Also,
these are
apparently
terrible.
they can't. Also, they can't go in water, right? Because isn't that
No,
hurt them?
yeah, you're right.
I didn't see A Quiet Place 2, so I don't know about that.
We saw both. They
can't
can't swim. The only reason why they got to another part was because they were on top of something that was moving in the water.
So then it can't be A Quiet Place. I would say Bird Box because it, drives people nuts when you look at that. It makes you.
How long does it affect them? I never saw Bird Box. How long does it take to affect their sight? Like, how long does it take for you to see them?
Instantly. Instantly. You have to be blindfolded.
So what happens?
To be anywhere.
What happens if you look at them? Like I don't understand.
It basically turns you into a Scientologist. Only a violent Scientologist. Like you're instantly in a cult, and this guy is Charles Manson, and it makes you want to kill people, and you are incapable of fighting that urge. It makes you kill people and then yourself, essentially.
This movie sounds terrible.
No, this movie is awesome. I love Bird Box.
Oh, it was like the biggest thing for like a week when it first came out.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only person on the planet who didn't watch it.
Nope. I didn't either.
Oh, good. I don't. You're essentially asking me, would I rather go blind or deaf?
Not necessarily, because then we can consider other. The Thing might be the most deadly. Because it can be anyone. It exists as anyone. And if you have a whole horde of the things.
That's true.
But if you're a hermit, it doesn't affect you. If you literally trust anyone and you stay to yourself, then it can't be anyone that you have to worry about because you don't talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, but it could be Nadia.
It could be
you.
It could be a dog.
It could be a dog. Absolutely.
But again, if you choose to be totally secluded, like even from pets.
Yeah, but you'd eventually see a bird. You'd eventually see something. It's impossible to be totally secluded.
Okay.
I don't know where I am. Okay.
You're somewhere.
I think. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm somewhere.
I think The Thing would be most non-survivable. So it's that versus Waterworld.
But there are ways to survive, like The Thing, to figure out like who is the alien. Because
I mean, yeah. But if you're talking about a whole population full of them, like, it's not simple to do. Like, eventually things are gonna get through.
They don't sweat, they don't breathe. So there are ways to see that they're there. I mean, yeah, I guess things are, but like I feel like that's like a zombie type.
See, the problem is we haven't discussed Waterworld at all.
All right, so what would be significant about Waterworld? Obviously, we'd have to be able to swim because if you're not on a ship or an island or something, you'd have to get places.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fucked. I can't swim.
Yeah, I can't swim, so
I can do a mean doggy paddle.
This is already worse
I can
scenario.
float. I can float for like 3 minutes if I'm lucky.
No, it's something. No, so basically, of these questions are what we think we would be able to get through. That, like with the technology we have now.
But you guys have also talked about the entire human race as well with surviving. So
I mean,
Again, I
sure.
think-
Everyone who can swim and has boats and knows how to drive them, and I guess if whatever didn't get drowned out by all the water is still around, I guess you could still live it.
basically, we're talking
But-
about like a Noah's Ark situation.
No, we're
Like,
talking about Waterworld.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the movie
that's a
Waterworld.
that's a Noah's Ark situation. The entire world is covered in water, and you have the one vessel that is on the water. So basically, you guys would be
But
living on ship.
It's not just one vessel.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's
No, I know.
multiple
That's what I'm
things.
trying to say. So I actually think that's survivable because mankind already has ships.
But you're forgetting things like scurvy, which is a hell of a disease and causes pieces of you to fall off.
I get that. But
And you
Yeah,
can't grow like this isn't raft. You're not growing literal trees on a raft. Like that's not happening.
You lose vegetation. You have to make sure that you can have a water purifying thing on your vessel, because everything's covered in, I'm assuming, salt water, not fresh water.
you could fish.
Yeah, but without those vitamins and minerals from
certain plants and animals.
fresh fruits and vegetables, you're not surviving for very long.
I'm dead.
So am I.
Yeah, so I was dead also, but we got this locked in. We are locked in first because
I saw that. When I got hit, we was in first for a while, so I was like, all right.
When I got hit, I was the first one out. When I got hit, we were locked in first place. It was the 4 of us and like 2 other people.
Oh, I didn't
know no one was taking us over. I think Waterworld is potentially survivable. Just like in the movie, potential for evolutionary mutations, gills, certain diseases like scurvy would mutate out. It would take out a good chunk of the population.
I think it would.
Webbed feet.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
but evolution takes more than a couple of 100 years.
Yeah, sure, but like you said, eventually there would be a group of people who would survive it because they would, either they would or their next generation would survive it.
I think Waterworld is a relatively survivable
That's right.
apocalypse. What was this going up against? I don't even fucking remember.
Aliens.
I think Aliens is. I actually
just jumped into the hole. I just jumped right into it.
Some motherfucker tried pushing me off when I wasn't paying attention, and he failed.
I jumped backwards, and I rounded up going into the other one that was spinning in the other direction, and I screwed myself up.
It's alright, I'm still on there.
3 you are, actually.
Yeah. I think Aliens is ultimately more survivable. I think Waterworld is survivable. Actually, I don't know, because if Aliens become a war-torn type of thing, we're fucked diddly-ucked.
That's why I think Waterworld is more survivable.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Waterworld as more survivable. Human race, Waterworld. Personally, I think I'm surviving Aliens longer than Waterworld. Because I'm drowning. Almost immediately.
Yeah.
My daughter will save me. She's a fish.
Facts.
I mean, some people start learning how to swim when they get thrown into a situation.
Well, yeah.
Like, kick in, and then all of a sudden you know how to swim.
I mean, that'd be awesome. Like if survival instincts just kick in and boom, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Well,
that
that's
I haven't
how
been able to figure out in 40 years.
That's how I doggy paddle.
Instincts.
I haven't had my moment yet for that.
I can swim a little bit. I can float. I can move myself forward with my arms, but like not for very long. So unless I'm like a couple of feet away from a boat, I'm done. But I still think overall Waterworld is more survivable because An all-out war with a race of beings. I'm running the wrong way. An all-out war. Motherfucker, get off me. Oh, shit snacks. Get out of here, bro. You ain't even shit, bro. How? Nah, that's bullshit. That's absolute horseshit. You weren't anywhere near me. You weren't touching me. Fuck out of here. You were jump diving.
Get this yellow bitch.
I'm trying to get this yellow bitch. Oh, there's 2 of them. Why am I even bothering? I think I just got that info.
I got one yellow bitch. I got it.
Good.
There we go. Good job.
Are you guys
we were
scoring for us?
yeah, we are.
I helped her score.
No, I didn't
Alright,
score.
cool.
I think our teammates scored.
Oh, okay.
Well, I am currently like on defense.
Get the hell off. Put the ball down. Put it down. Put it down. Keep it down.
Oh my god, this is.
No.
I hate
Nice
everything
one.
about this.
Oh, killing it. No. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. We thought she was doing with that. Get out of here. Shit.
Jumped
Alright,
over
we gotta make another point.
Yeah, go score another point. I'm gonna try to keep this guy out. Never mind, he landed in.
Damn it.
Damn.
We started so hard on that.
We did, and it was 4-1 for a minute.
Yeah, I got quiet. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so it's time to decide. I think it's pretty well Waterworld, unless someone disagrees.
I think Waterworld is ultimately more survivable for the human race.
Yeah,
because I think if the human race goes up against a species of alien like the War of the Worlds, where they're all about like destroying us and taking over, or hell, even a race like the fucking Klingons that are a generational warlord style, where every single member of their race is a battle-hardened general warlord, we're not winning.
Man,
we're not winning that.
I was just thinking about freaking Serenity with that freaking plague that just turned everyone into like.
Exactly, like
that alien plague.
The Ravagers.
Yeah, the Ravagers.
It was the Ravagers. Like, there's no way we're surviving aliens. I think we're better off with a Waterworld situation.
Okay. So the next one we have to talk about is Cybergeddon versus superheroes.
Ooh.
So clarify superheroes.
The superheroes being either a Dr. Manhattan situation or everybody in the world, like a City of Heroes situation where everybody in the world develops some kind of power.
Have you guys read Kingdom Come?
No.
No, but I have watched My Hero Academia.
I have not, but Kingdom Come is DC's version of superheroes, just like the old superheroes, the Justice League, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, everyone that everyone knows basically dies or retires, and a bunch of young upstarts come in and they're just wrecking the city, right? They're just the world, not even just the city. They're wrecking the entire planet. And the old guard that is still around, you know, Bruce Wayne, he's battered in like a full exoskeleton type of thing. Shazam, Superman, they all have to come and save the world from the new clan, the new group of superheroes. Without an old guard, such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Shazam, we're fucked. Because it's a bunch of superpowered beings just fucking fighting each other and not giving 2 shits about the damage that they do, only caring about the fight.
Keep in mind, we would have superpowers too, though.
No. So what I was gonna say to that point was, we may not have an old guard because we weren't. It's not something that was already happening. It kind of just happened, and we have to deal with it. it depends on who gets what powers, one.
Selena
And
to
also
everybody.
depends, no, I mean, no, who gets what powers, like what kind of powers. And also, if we still have, like, military and stuff around, they also have powers. Certain ones who are, whoever is still morally sound and around will probably build their own, will build the old guard.
Yeah.
And then the ones who are just, like, young, don't give a crap, or maybe they have some kind of mental deficiency, those are the ones they're going to have to really worry about as far as what power they get, and if they are competent enough to hold back, if they're competent enough to not go crazy with it and just do whatever they feel like it. Like, those factors would kind of change how this runs.
That's true. And Cybergeddon, just so you guys know, there is now an actual robot that eats corpses for fuel.
So I was gonna ask for clarification on Cybergeddon. Is it a Escape from LA ending 666 EMP blast, all technology gone, or is it
No.
Terminator style, like AI destroys humanity?
Terminator style AI iRobot stuff.
Superheroes way more survivable.
You can't reason with the robots.
You can't reason with the robots.
Especially now that they can eat you when you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, for crying out loud, you've got the, I almost said Cyberdyne. You've got the fucking the dogs. What the fuck is the name of that company? Why can't I fucking think of it right now?
Skynet?
No. The real world, the real life one. There's I can't remember the name of the fucking company. There is a company that is making robots that kind of look like dogs.
I know what you're talking about. They like move around and program to do like certain tasks, but not like everything.
Yeah, like military is trying to like strap like fucking guns to them and shit.
Yeah.
You've got like law enforcement that's using them as like bomb sniffer dogs and shit. But yeah, things like that. That's fucking precursor to Skynet, to Cyberdyne, to that kind of shit.
And to add to that point, though, like if everybody has some form of an ability with the superhero run, right? I'm not so sure it would be much different than like right now, because okay, right now none of us have abilities, but there's a hierarchy, there's government, la la la. I think it's just going to be the same thing with powers. We're still going to have a functioning government and everything. It's just there's also our abilities to consider.
The one issue that I see with superheroes, superpowers, is if we get a damn, Charles, you had that.
That was boom. I should have made that.
Yeah. If we get a fucking what's his name? Homelander, we're fucked. If we get an evil Superman, even with like everyone else.
Fucking Elon Musk, bro. What do you think Elon Musk will be if he gets fucking superpowers?
Oh shit! I got first place.
Because I got first place also. I can't.
It had to be you, because people crossed before me.
we as a team got first place.
Oh, okay.
I did not. I had never crossed.
The whole Elon Musk thing is debatable, but besides the point,
Elon Musk is already a supervillain. Nobody will listen to me. He is the Reverse Flash. He came back in time to buy Twitter because in the future, Twitter was how everyone communicated, and he was taken down so many times, he was destroyed by Twitter. So he came back in time to create all these companies and eventually buy Twitter to destroy it. Elon Musk is the Reverse Flash. He's already a fucking supervillain. Nobody will listen to me. I've been saying it since day one.
Any fucking way.
The man randomly just decided to give us all fucking flamethrowers.
Oh my god. Anyway, like, even if we consider that a Homelander type person exists, there, like, if you think of it like in the boys' sense, there are still people fighting against Homelander. The same way there would still be people fighting against whoever our version of Homelander would be. So that's why I'm like, it's still survivable, like way more than the robots. Because again, you can't reason with robots like
Oh
whatsoever.
yeah,
You can't manipulate the robots. You can't. No, with Homelander, he was very easy to manipulate if you knew what his triggers were.
yeah. Breast milk.
And whoever our version of Homelander would be, he's gonna have flaws that we can exploit. So I think that's way more survivable than trying to figure out like, oh, what's the weakness in these nearly indestructible freaking cybernetic AI? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Also,
Yeah,
we
because
all power, and
even
we
like our
all
most powerful weapons, like nukes, aren't going to take out the robots. Like, if we're lucky, we will be able to like take out the mainframe and hope that they haven't gone to the internet. But to be honest, the only way that I could see us surviving a robot apocalypse is an EMP. Global EMP, take out all forms of electricity, throw us into a dark ages type situation. That's it. That's how we win. Which, is a possibility.
But that is also assuming that the robots themselves don't find a way around it.
Yep.
right,
Like it'd be a race against time kind of thing.
right.
It would have
Like
to happen immediately and all over the world. Because the robots can all connect immediately and all over the world.
Right, so you have to. It would basically be like everything has to be precise for it to be global. Like no section of the world can't have the EMP happen, because
Exactly,
then
yeah.
if it
which
only
means
happens in one section, they'll adapt. If you, like the ones who didn't get the EMP would be like, oh, where that happened over there? All right, let's figure out a way to adapt to that
Oh
nonsense.
yeah,
Like,
no. It would absolutely take a global like we would all have to, every country, every
but that means
continent would
North
have to be on the same.
Korea would have to agree with the US, would have to agree with Russia, would have to agree with England, would
Here
have to agree
here's
with
here's the thing.
Ireland.
Here's the thing. North Korea agreeing with the US, that'll never happen. But Russia agreeing with the US, all of our current enemies outside of North Korea, global destruction, I think we all come together for at least 10 minutes to
I
make this
think
yeah,
possible.
yeah, we would
humanity
definitely
is
come together.
too stupid to do it. I think
I
humanity has too much bureaucracy. I don't even think the Republicans and Democrats in our country would come together to do it.
All right, so here's my thing for that part.
Motherfuckers would complain.
I hear what Mike is saying, but I guarantee you, at least one of them is going to be the dick, and be like, you know what? I don't mind working for them. Let's do it.
But that's the thing. Like, I think that if we got China and Russia and all of our essentially like enemies, all the people who do not agree with us on a regular basis, to agree with us, North Korea would fall in line with them, and then they'd go on an offensive.
I think we would all agree, like, hey, do you want the human race to be running shit or robots? Human race? Alright, we'll go back to our petty shit after we get rid of the robots.
I really think y'all have too much faith in humanity.
Yes. I have almost no faith in humanity, but I have too much faith in humanity. Because I believe in that situation, in the case of a robot apocalypse like that, I believe we'd come together. I have to.
I
I have
believe
to.
with
Otherwise,
all my heart
Even
that we
because
would
of the
not.
fact that, like, it's about our own survival. Like, humans are selfish when it comes to our own shit. So at the very least, it's like, alright, do you want the human race to keep going? Okay, then.
It's not that I think people wouldn't want the human race to keep going. It's that I think some countries would have such an ego about it that they would believe that they would be able to defeat the robots without us.
oh yeah, no. This is not an instantaneous win for us. This is 100% not an instantaneous win. We are going to go through generations of war and death before we are able to come together.
Okay, so superheroes, we survive. Okay, good. Like, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I believe both are survivable. What is our teammate doing?
What am I
I
doing?
Our
honestly
teammate is
do not believe that robots. I don't believe that robots are survivable at all.
Me neither. Not really. But
I mean, oh, hey, our teammate has finally started moving.
What the? Damn it! I was literally at the freaking thing about to help out the point.
We did not make it.
No, we
No,
did
we
not.
did. I'm sorry, I died like 3 times.
It's
That's
okay.
okay. Our teammate didn't start until 3 seconds before it was over. I
So
forgot to.
superheroes it is. I
Yeah,
just wrote
superheroes.
super whores by accident.
Super Wars.
Super whores. I guarantee in the superhero quote unquote apocalypse there will be super whores.
Oh hell yeah!
There are
Anyone who's
all
full of boys will see that.
yes. Oh my god. Episode 1 season 3.
Okay. So the next one is nuclear holocaust versus Thanos Geddon. And by Thanos Geddon, I don't mean him snapping away half of us. I mean that we run out of like his reason for doing it. We run out of resources. Our resources go low.
I'm gonna tell you right
Hashtag
now.
as
I'm gonna tell
someone
you.
who went on the website, sorry Nadia, give me 1 second. As someone
Okay.
who went on the website and typed in and saw that I survived the snap, I
Same.
believe hashtag Thanos was right.
No, you're a
I'm gonna
dumbass.
tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I
I'm
know
gonna
we're
let
gonna
you
debate
finish, but
about
I'm
it.
gonna tell you right
I
now.
know we're. I'm right. Like I know we're gonna debate a little bit about like which is more survivable. First of all, none are survivable. Like neither. But which one will take longer to kill us is going to be the we run out of resources. A nuclear holocaust, there is no coming back from the freaking nuclear holocaust. Like we get nuked, we die. Whoever doesn't die a painful, agonizing death.
Here comes a nuke zombie or nuke
I
creature.
mean, okay, so here's the thing. I want someone else to argue the opposite of that if they can. Cell, you're the only one that hasn't agreed with her so far.
All right,
What do
look.
you
The
think?
problem is I do agree with her. The
Okay,
problem,
okay.
but let's
So hold
just
on.
say, but I could take the other. I could take the other side. I mean, we do have stuff in place, you know, for a nuclear holocaust. We've got
Hiding under a
bomb
desk.
shelters.
That's true. You in a nuclear explosion, you only have to stay like like inside for 48 hours. That's when after 48 hours the radiation dissipates to this is a fact. I actually just watched a video on it a couple of days ago. But within 48 hours the radiation levels will decrease to a level that is survivable to where you can go and try to find assistance, extra help.
I understand that, but it's also nuking. If we're talking about a nuclear holocaust, meaning globally, they also nuked all of our food and shit.
That's true. That's true. So at that
Not
point, we're
necessarily
surviving.
all of our food, because we have the seed place where everything is stored underground and away from any happenstance like that. Where they save a little bit of all the seeds in the whole world.
We have those caves full of cheese.
What?
There are
And
caves
what if?
full of cheese.
Here's the thing, though. I'm thinking if it's a nuclear holocaust, meaning, let's say all of the nukes that we could possibly think of all go off at once. I think even the stuff we created to protect from nuclear holocausts only have but so much resistance. Because if we're nuking everything all at once, then I think it's not going to withstand the pressure.
I mean, no, okay, so I see what you're saying, but the fact of the matter is the current setup for nukes, as far as we know,
First
mind
place.
you, I'm a civilian, so what do I know? But as far as I know, as far as everything that I've read and watched, uh, everything that we know, it's still technically survivable. because we have a fuck ton of bombs out there. But it's not enough to like just completely crater the entire planet. That was a direction I've never seen anyone go before.
Yeah, Abby.
Yeah, the pink guy. I didn't look at the name.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't even dive. Maybe if he dived, he might have made it, but that was still weird.
Yeah. I think nuclear holocaust. What were we going up against?
Nuclear holocaust versus Thanos. Get it?
Thanos.
Oh, yeah, we didn't argue that very much. Like Thanos, the
Not
Thanos
much to
apocalypse.
argue. If we run out of food, we run out of food. I mean,
That's what I said.
We run out of water. We run out of water. I mean,
And
what do you
that's
do
what I
about
was
that?
And that's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say that
Okay.
I feel like the nuclear holocaust would be a faster way to kill us, whereas we would just survive a little longer with the Thanos one, but eventually we would die from that
Either
too.
survive or
I actually think I agree that the nuclear holocaust kills us. Is unsurvivable. I think it's going to irradiate the planet. We're not going to be able to grow food. It's going to cause the Thanos apocalypse.
Right.
I think the Thanos apocalypse, however, if it's just a matter of us running out of like food, I think modern science, modern like everything that we are, humanity, we can survive that. Cloning
Like
is
GMOs.
a thing.
You're talking GMOs now, right?
I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking. I guess so. Cloning is a thing. Yeah, genetically modified organisms. Yes,
I was
GMOs.
in this place for like a hot minute, and I just goofed a little bit, and now
We've cloned plants. We've cloned animals.
Right.
It is what the fuck.
We have the genetic information to recreate things in case we run out of crap. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, which is why from the beginning I was like, I'm gonna stop you right there, nuclear holocaust.
Yeah, I don't actually think we need to discuss it anymore. I think
No.
Thanos getting is the better option.
It is the better. It is the more survivable option. The only thing nice catch. The only thing I was arguing was that oh, that's all right.
Well, let's go with that, and we'll start discussing the other ones. All right.
So we survived the Thanos stuff.
Well,
yeah,
it's more.
We'll
survive it longer.
People. Yeah, either we outlive people, or war happens, and whoever dies, and I mean whoever lives after all the wars happen, they get the.
Well, that's why at the very beginning of this one, I was like, no, we don't even gotta discuss much. I know we're not really surviving the nuclear. Like.
Humanity as a whole surviving the nuclear holocaust is a possibility, because there are already people who are probably like watching things on the internet 100 feet underground. Like there are so many doomsday preppers out there right now. Fuck, I haven't seen this level in a while, and I was so happy.
Like, I have never seen this. What the fuck is this?
Oh, this is the worst thing on the planet. I fucking hate seesaws.
Wait, Charles doesn't know this level?
No, when he started playing with us, this had already started to go out of fashion.
Oh, this is the worst.
The fucking worst. I hate it. Especially if you're in the back. Oh, it fucking blows.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Like I had nowhere to go. Just now I had nowhere to go.
Same.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm behind you. No.
Yeah, where I'm already in a situation where like I had to wait. I had to wait for almost everybody to get in front of me before my seesaw would level out.
No.
Okay.
Damn it.
No.
That literally just happened. It was so high up, I couldn't do anything about it.
Alright, so the next one we have to discuss is overpopulation versus meteor/comet.
I didn't cross.
I didn't either.
I was right there.
Oh, your squad was
Yep.
I'm sorry, overpopulation versus what?
Meteor/comet, like what took out the dinosaurs.
I think in a very dark way, overpopulation might be more survivable.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, I
Because
don't agree with him.
Because
Me
I
neither.
think
Me neither.
no, hold on. Because kind of in the last scenario, humanity is, or in one of the earlier scenarios. Anyway, humanity is so violent and hateful of its own kind that we just essentially create a lottery or a war where we murder enough of people to survive.
Again,
I
you're
think over
talking about having enough cooperation from people to get that done.
no,
And you know
no, no,
You
what
wouldn't
no.
need
people
it.
hate
You
more
I
wouldn't
than
need
other
it.
Yeah, you wouldn't
people?
need it. That's
Cooperating
true.
with other people.
No,
no,
you
no, no.
wouldn't need it.
Well, you wouldn't
Hold
need
on,
that.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, and then
Sorry. All right. Sorry about that. My mother was knocking on the door. So here's the thing. I don't believe that this requires any cooperation
I agree with
because
you on that.
because if it's not a government initiated war, conspiracy theories or whatever, if it's not something like that, it is just simply humanity's need to survive. Overpopulation means that the food becomes next to nothing. What happens then? We become tribal, violent, and we become cannibalistic. Overpopulation just means we start eating each other, both literally and metaphorically. I
And
believe
you're
that overpopulation just breeds the most primal basic
so
survival
you're not
instinct.
talking about like a battle royale Hunger Games situation or like a purge situation. You're talking about like just flat out anarchy, kill everybody thing.
Yeah, actually, I think that is what I'm saying. You're right. The anarchy, flat out, yeah, just everything crumbles and we start eating each other. That is what I'm going for. But I'm also not ruling out the government, like just every government, just creating some form of Hunger Games battle royale type situation, or two countries that are friendly with each other, just all of a sudden going to war and instilling a draft, and then we just send our quote unquote soldiers into battlegrounds where they all get where everybody just gets murdered. In the media, it's, oh, we're at war with this country, but what's actually happening
they're
is we're just
cooperating to kill
is
off.
they're cooperating to kill off a percentage of the population. So it's a lottery draft type situation, and if you get picked, you're just getting sent off to die. To
Damn. Good argument, sir.
Yeah, that's
Thank
not
you.
a bad argument. That's not a bad. I can't argue with that. Like suddenly, I'm very scared because that makes way too much sense.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it
Right.
does.
And then you'd
It
have people like you'd have rich people buying their way out of the lottery, and then
Of course.
eventually you'd have like a French
that
Revolution style eat the rich thing.
that has
Right.
already that has already historically happened.
In France. Right.
All of the oh shit, Charles is a fucking
Yeah,
imposter.
I was the imposter also.
I haven't been the imposter yet. But yeah, historically speaking, that has already happened. The rich, for every war that's ever happened, the rich have bought their way out. Like during the draft, it was the poor that were getting drafted. The rich weren't going to fight unless they went against mommy and daddy's money and enlisted themselves, but they were spending money to not go to war.
I mean, yeah, I know that.
I
So
know you
no,
do.
Preaching to the
That
choir.
was no, that was less for
saying.
you and more for the internet.
So I get what you're saying. Like that's basically what essentially would happen if overpopulation really started becoming a crisis.
Yes,
And that's why you think in a very dark way it would be a more survivable situation than what was the other one? I'm sorry.
yeah, I don't even
Meteor
remember.
slash comet.
No, I
Meteor
see what you're saying because
Meteor slash comet is essentially fucking nuclear.
no, you're right, and God forbid it's like more than one
Yeah,
comet or something. where
or
it's
even if it's
messed
God
up
forbid
the
it's big
planet.
enough to where it just blows the planet up by hitting it.
True, like just
Yeah.
straight through
I
the whole
mean,
planet.
they are already. God damn it! I made the wrong choice. They're already doing scenarios where they're doing programs like NASA has a collection. It's a summit of all the greatest minds, and they
Right.
come together and they run through this scenario with like fucking programs, scenarios, and is it survivable? And an asteroid that's like the size of Texas would wipe out the entire planet.
Damn
That's
you! You did good. I agree.
Yeah, yeah. I
I'm the
believe
only
that.
non-imposter.
Yeah, I told you I was an imposter.
Overpopulation is more survivable.
Especially at that argument, really. I was gonna take the argument that we would be able to survive the meteor, but after what Mike said, I don't think I can.
No. Same. Like after he gave a decent argument, all you have to do is present me with enough logic, and I can turn if you give me enough logic. Like, because the logic I was
Yeah,
gonna
of
go
course.
with for the meteor thing was like, all right, I know it wiped out like the dinosaurs, but so many other species survived after that that it's very possible that if we're one of the species that survives that, we could keep going. Like yeah, let's say it takes out most of humans, but if you have just at least 2 humans, male and female, like we could possibly survive versus like the overpopulation where I don't know, where like the snake that eats itself type of situation. Like
Ouroboros?
yeah.
Yeah, I am still the only non-imposter.
I'm currently fighting this Laura Croft looking thing to keep us from dying.
So
Mike!
Oh no! I made it! I'm good.
I
Somebody throw
got
one.
held by
Somebody
Mike! While
throw
I
one
was
bomb.
holding a fucking bomb.
Yeah, except for the fact that your bomb wasn't the one that it went off.
Yeah, someone chucked one at us.
Someone threw a bomb at us. And me holding you with the bomb is what kept us alive.
So overpopulation wins?
Oh,
Yeah, I
without a
think
doubt.
overpopulation wins.
Okay.
I mean, obviously I argued for it, so unless someone else has an argument better than that.
Oh, why are we a 3-person team? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, it's been like that. It was 3 persons last one. We
Oh.
still got second dibs.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm having a taunt fight with the other group that's near us.
I'm watching you do that.
Are you guys talking?
Yeah, we're all just taunting at this point.
Someone blew themselves up trying to blow us up.
I look like a dick and balls. Oh, you stole one of my testicles. I'm in the water.
This stupid idiot who came out of nowhere to fuck with us, and he just fell. That's what he gets.
Good. Unfortunately, that knocked me out. So y'all have to survive.
We're good.
Fourth place does still have someone collecting points, so just be careful.
We're super far away from 5th, though.
Oh, I'm dead.
What part of just be careful did you not understand?
We were
That's
super
literally the
far
last
away.
second. At the last second, someone threw it at me.
Right,
Yeah, no,
so
I saw that.
let me quickly update it before we start the next level. What is this? This is...
Do we have any other doomsday stuff?
The last one.
Yeah, we do.
No, we got
Oh, we
2
do?
more.
Okay.
Cthulhu versus the Rapture.
Oh shit.
I mean, okay.
Cthulhu versus the Rapture.
Well, all right.
So we're doing about worst case scenario. That means we didn't go up. We stayed. Right?
I think the Rapture's more survivable. The whole point of Cthulhu is the creation of insanity and then the destruction of the whole world.
Yeah, the Rapture,
the only
some of us will survive.
Yeah, the rapture, you get sucked up. If you die, you get sucked up and brought up to heaven. If you survive and you last, motherfucker!
Oh, damn it!
I got hit by someone. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not out.
I'm not
But,
out
like,
either. I just made it back up.
Yeah, I made it back up. But yeah, the rapture is you die and you go to heaven, or you don't die and you stay here on Earth. So if you don't die, I'm just going with the biblical version of the rapture, unless you want to change that.
Now, clarification: does Earth become like purgatory? Do you die
Yeah,
at all,
Yes.
or?
Wait. The way
If
I
you're
would do it is Earth is a sort of purgatory, and you can earn getting raptured the way they did in This Is the End.
Okay, okay.
sure, yeah,
Because in This Is the End, the people who didn't get sucked up in the initial rapture, they could earn being raptured by being a decent human being during the apocalypse
yes,
on Earth. So you can still earn your way to heaven.
I did it! I scored us 11 points.
Woo! I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm trying to. I'm getting hit in the head. Okay.
You are not.
Go, go, go.
Go 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 go!
Go, 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 go!
Yeah! Did
Yes!
we all cross?
Yes, we
We
did.
qualified!
Holy shit!
We fucking qualified as a 3-person team!
That is what's up. Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah. Yo,
Dude, I
it's
almost died like 5 times. I'm not gonna lie. I almost died like 5 times.
after that initial fuck up, I was good. I was golden all the way through. There was a brief moment where Excellent almost knocked me off, but yeah.
Kiss my butt. I did what I had to do.
We're a group. You can't do that.
We're a team. What the fuck?
I have to survive!
You really went imposter on you.
So, rapture.
Yeah, I think Rapture is much more survivable. Now,
Yeah,
it also depends on what version of Rapture, like, what would get someone raptured. Because, like, I have a friend who believes that you wouldn't get raptured unless you actively, you know, accepted Jesus into your heart. Whereas I have other friends who believe that you'd get raptured if you were just a decent person.
Well, like I said, if we go the, I think being a decent person and like the meta, to me it's a metaphor, like let Jesus into your heart thing is kind of like let love and kindness and blah 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 into your heart. That's how I take that. So to me, it's kind of like a one and right. To me, it's kind of a one and the same. So being a decent human being is allowing Jesus into your heart. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, not so literally like, do you believe in Jesus? No, it's like, do you believe in what Jesus symbolically stands for?
Damn it, I just lived.
And if you do, then you have the potential to be raptured.
Go, guys, go! Oh, no!
It fell out from underneath me. Like, it was... I thought I had enough time, but I just didn't.
Ah, fuck it,
Damn it.
So, like I said, I think it's more...
It was 3 versus 4. Like, we did really good. Like, I'm proud of us with that.
Yeah.
And of course, you're gonna glitch, motherfucker.
All these cool cats over here kicking our butt.
Alright, so Rapture wins that one.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu? Yeah, no, Cthulhu is just...
There is no surviving Cthulhu. The only human beings that survive Cthulhu are those that are subject to his insanity and become his slaves, like his you know, like the ones that bathe him and shit.
Right, and that's not that's not really surviving.
That's not surviving. You're a mindless, insane slave at that point.
Right, right.
Alright, so the next one, the last one before we go back and face our winners off against each other. The next one is...
Oh, that's what we're doing? Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
time travel versus supernatural.
Ooh,
So
time travel.
Being possessed.
So I need some
everything.
Think about Supernatural, the show.
No, that's what you mean. By
Okay.
supernatural
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that all the spiritual weird beings, they possess humans.
Well, and she
And
also
walk
said,
possess humans.
like because of like
That's
supernatural.
what I just said.
Okay.
They were just explaining that to you.
Uh,
All the weird things, they possess humans and walked around doing shit secretly.
Okay.
That's what happened.
I already feel like that's more survivable than time traveling crap, because I feel like with time traveling crap, if everybody's capable of doing it, it's this almost never ending apocalypse.
Y'all
Because I
need to
feel
ready
like
up.
everybody's gonna mess up every time, and it's gonna restart another messed up situation where it ends shitty.
I think
To
it's
do it
just gonna.
again
I
and
think
again
time
and
travel
again and again.
would end time.
Right.
Because I see.
Mike, ready up.
I don't think everyone would mess up. The ones that do it accurately are going to find a way to improve their own lives.
No, but here's the thing.
Other people.
It's right, but that's the point. Your own stuff will affect others. There's no way you could change stuff in your own life without changing stuff in other people's lives.
Sure. The other side of that
Butterfly
coin
effect,
is also.
Flashpoint.
I know. The other side of that coin is someone will probably.
Yeah.
A group of people will try to fix all the negative stuff that happened, not to them, but to the world.
No, I get
on a
that,
larger scale.
but I almost don't have enough faith that enough of us will have the mindset or the intelligence to do
I
that.
do. They just have to go.
Okay. Wait.
The narcissistic people. Like, I mean, not
Guys.
narcissistic, the more diabolical people.
I guess.
Pause for a second.
Yeah.
The time travel one. 2 words. Time cop.
Okay, you keep saying that. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I wasn't going to explain it before we were on stream. So, Time Cop. It's a movie starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's really good. I fucking love it. Humanity figures out how to time travel. And the moment we figure out how to time travel, we immediately create a police force to keep people from going back in time and cheating the stock market or murdering babies and shit
right.
That was bad. That was a bad maneuver. I fucked up.
Yeah.
So then, to my point,
yeah.
when I said that there would be groups that would be more benevolent who would try to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they would try, but they wouldn't fully succeed.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. They would try and not fully succeed, which means it takes one real bad time travel to mess up the entire universe.
So here's the thing with the concept of time cop. The cops that go back in time. The cops that go back in time, when they come back, time travel will always be a thing. Otherwise, the person who fucks shit up cannot travel through time. So there will always be a time to come back to where time travel exists. When they come back, they still know what happened. So even though we've gone on a branching timeline and don't know, A
what
from B, the time cops come back and they know that this is timeline B, not timeline A. They need to go back again to fix it, and they know what they did wrong. So they can keep going back because they're always going to know what the correct timeline is.
Okay. And wait, what was our other thing we were arguing? My bad.
Yeah, I don't.
All
supernatural.
Supernatural.
Okay.
Humans on them.
I think.
I feel like these have a. I feel like these are both very even.
Yeah, I think these are both very survivable. I think the supernatural one is going to be more fun because more of us will be able to take part in it.
Yeah, do exorcisms and all that crap.
Yeah, like we can all be hunters, like
right.
But we can't all be time cops.
True.
Disagree.
So, no, literally, and first of all, not every single human being would be like a time.
Some people will probably fuck up time traveling the first time they do it, and not I don't mean fuck up the timeline. They would fuck themselves up and probably die.
There is actually in the movie. There's a scene where they do kind of reference that. So in order to time travel, they have to get into like this little like boat that shoots them toward a wall, and just like in Back to the Future, you have to reach a certain speed. Otherwise, splat. And there was an incident, and there were two like splat marks on the wall that were um, two time cops that didn't hit the speed properly.
Damn.
So
Okay.
they wound up hitting the wall.
Okay, so already time traveling itself is a physical risk.
Yeah.
We're assuming that we're going by time cop rules. There are other time
True.
travel situations.
Oh, absolutely.
But through all of
Absolutely.
this, there's some kind of specific thing you need to do in order to do it, and there's gonna be people who are gonna screw it up. There's gonna be people who are gonna do like some kind of black market shit where they could make it not work all the time. Eventually, there'll be some kind of regulations going on. Like something's going to happen. There's always going to be somebody regulating it, someone trying to black market it, someone who would just
Oh yeah, absolutely.
do properly.
I mean, if you look at any cyberpunk type movie, there's situations where there's black market like eye transplants and fucking, oh, I need a cybernetic lung, but I can't afford it, so I'm gonna go into this alleyway and this doctor's gonna do it for me for $50 instead of 5 million credits or whatever.
Right.
Like, there's always gonna any type of like, because time travel, unless we tap into some sort of mystical
It's okay, Mike. We all died.
Oh, was I the last one left?
Yes.
Yes.
And we were hoping
Damn
someone
it.
else from the fourth place team would get killed first, so you could get more points. It never happened.
I'm sorry, I tried. I didn't know I was the only one left, which is kind of a good thing. Anyway, unless we transfer the time travel thing into a supernatural thing, and then we're crossing over our competition.
Wow.
It's always going to be a technological style time travel. Oh, I forgot to escape.
All right, so yeah, you're right. So again, they're very even. Are we just saying that the supernatural one is more survivable simply because we can interact with it a little more?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
I would
I
say
was going
yes.
to say something to counteract that. So because it could be just ghosts, it could be demons, it could be
Angels.
gods,
Right.
angels and stuff, and that's not necessarily everyone would be one of those classes. It'd probably be broken up amongst all the people who are alive and whatnot and get possessed. Some of them won't be able to house those things properly, so they'll probably die, which means the person will have to jump to host, depending on how powerful they are, or if their host is compatible with whatever energies that they're giving off. I'm sure there would be some kind of cult starting too for that, because there probably isn't enough supernatural things as opposed to people. So there would be some people who wouldn't get it, and they just have to deal with it.
I mean, people are still going to
could-
live normal lives.
yeah.
Thing, but that's why
Yeah.
we're saying we think that one's more survivable. For a lot of reasons.
I guess, but again, like you said, they're kind of both even because in the time travel one, it could be regulated at some point, whereas the supernatural one is not necessarily regulated; it's more so based on compatibility.
But that's why we were saying maybe we're just going to pick that one because they seem pretty even, but with supernatural one, it seems a little more interactive for everybody. That's what we're saying.
So,
Yeah. Like, they're both
right.
I definitely
I don't
think
feel like
it's more survivable than time travel because we're talking about time cops being who we rely on to fix that. I would like to repeat that. Time cops. I'm sorry, but I can't even like rely on the current cops to just, not off people
I mean, and that's
randomly.
a good point because who's to say the cops that are in charge of doing shit right, there aren't going to be fucked up cops who are like, nah, I'm doing it to better my own shit. No, you're right. Like, there could be corrupt time cops.
True.
In fact, in the movie, there are corrupt time cops.
I'm sure there is. There has to be a plot. I'm sure there is.
Like,
And
one of the first missions, like the opening mission for the movie, is Jean-Claude Van Damme's character going back to the to just before the stock market crash to arrest a corrupt time cop who's gone back and used his knowledge of the future to game the system and become super rich while everyone else is poor.
Of course, because why not?
Yeah. So will there be corrupt time cops? Yes, but the non-corrupt time cops, the Jim Gordons of the time cop force, are there to keep that in line.
Oh, you're right. And at least based off supernatural type stuff, um, most of those entities will try to stay away from each other. Sure, there'll be factions that will war with each other, but most of them don't want to be found.
I mean, yeah.
So
So there's also no. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was
yeah,
cutting you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. So you probably will never know that that certain person is possessed with whatever, and you won't know with what, depending on how elusive the entity is.
I mean, on that path, even in the show Supernatural, there are times where where the Winchesters think they're going up against something, and then through detective work, through like trying shit out, they realize it's not this, it's this.
Hmm.
We thought it was this type of ghost, but it's this type of ghost. And
And sometimes,
instead of using these tools, we should have been
yeah,
using these tools.
yeah,
We
and
thought it
sometimes
was
it's worse, and sometimes it's not as bad.
yeah. We thought it was a werewolf, but it was just a really brutal vampire.
Hmm.
That kind of thing.
But they
Hmm.
still mostly still survive it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that show was on the air for 15 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, let's not forget there was plot armor for so much.
So much.
well, when your entire story is being written by that universe's version of God, yes, plot armor is going to be a thing, but it's still more survivable. When you
No, no, I
have
agree.
when you have the majority of the human race, which is billions of people, you know,
So, so
all fighting their own little mini wars against the supernatural world, you're gonna have groups of people coming together. But then that also opens up a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah, because if most people know about it, then more people would train to deal with it. Whereas in Supernatural, they
Which is
kept it
good.
from the world because they didn't want
I
the rest of the world to super panic.
I feel like this runs into like I've just talked myself into a minor issue of this kind of turns into a zombie apocalypse type of thing where you see in all these long running zombie series where you have tribes of humanity that come together and just fuck shit up for the rest of humanity. Like you've
Oh,
got
now
your
you're going into a
Negans.
Walking Dead kind of thing, but I think when we talk about the supernatural and everyone, being able to come together to fight, I think more of the ending of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Ooh,
I don't remember the ending of Buffy.
I do.
They
I,
did a whole magic thing where all women became slayers.
yeah,
Oh yeah, okay, I
like like
remember that.
like any generation that would have been a Slayer, they're all Slayers.
Okay.
And I think of that more than like a Walking Dead kind of situation. Cause yeah,
All right.
there'll always be bad people who fuck it up. 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you are talking to one of the most jaded people on the planet. Believe me. Believe me.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
But if, you've got this sudden, like, everybody understands how to get rid of the ghost, that means people stop being afraid of them and just start dealing with them. I mean, no matter how afraid you are of a spider, you're not asking me to come over there from from Farmingville to kill them for you. You just squish the bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, who to say what you're getting possessed by is malevolent? And who said it's not? It's gonna try to kick you out of your thing. For whatever reason, it might work with you.
There could be a level of symbiosis. I mean,
Yeah.
that most of the angels in Supernatural are dicks, but they can't just take over a human body without the human accepting it.
Yeah, and like Cass is a good guy. I mean, the
Exactly.
guy he embodies eventually dies. But I mean, most of the people that angels possess do live.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, so it's safe to say we are saying that the supernatural version wins, but I'm having a feeling that once we start pinning the winners together, I
Oh,
can't.
they're gonna switch. They're
I
gonna
think,
switch about certain things.
think the ultimate winner is going to be the supernatural one.
I really don't think that's true. But
I don't know what the
we
brackets look like.
we need to put together
I think it is.
Black Plague pandemic versus Ice Age.
Black Plague wins.
That's.
She said that like it was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
You think Black Plague wins over Ice Age? Because we were just talking about how we were building this whole underground society. You know,
yeah, I think Ice Age wins that one.
Because we can still work together, you know?
And not worry about going outside to breathe, you know.
No, you're right, but it would take a lot of generations with the Black Plague. You kill off enough of the population, but whoever survives, like once those people are dead, you get them out, there's no more Black Plague, and then you can just refresh everything, and the planet isn't in some weird, like, climate, whatever.
Ooh, she does have a point. You would just go back to normal. And it'll be less people.
Like
so
I was saying, like I said with the Black Plague, vaccines and natural immunities eventually become a thing.
Right. That's why I think Black Plague.
It's not the medieval. It's not medieval times. It's not the 16th century or whatever. It is modern day. We have the science to take this plague and just turn it into numbers and then create a goop that we can inject into our bodies and be safe from it.
But still, the majority of people would die first.
No,
the majority of people would definitely
and then you also have to remember that although, you know, us four would survive it because we would just wear our masks and stay away from people and, you know, play fucking video games for a little while. Anti-maskers are a thing. Anti-vaxxers are a thing. And they do affect other people and their survivability.
That's fine. We don't need.
Well, you know, obviously
we don't need anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers. Like they can go. We don't need them.
Well, what I was gonna say is for the ones who aren't gonna wear masks, they're gonna die. Well, you know what I mean? Like they'll probably die faster. They'll probably die faster than they can come and fuck with us if we're already in our safe space. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, but you still have people who, you know, come to the door, knock on the door, like, you know, trying to sell you siding and shit while this is all going on.
And why would I answer my door during
You wouldn't, but that means you wouldn't be able to step outside your front door for God knows how long because it's airborne.
What we're missing is the important point that I came in first.
Fucking dumbass.
But like I said, besides that, I do believe that after everybody dies and the bubonic plague isn't a thing anymore, yes, we have way less people, but the planet is still fine, and whatever people are left will have a better planet, to be honest, because you don't have so much human people messing up the planet.
Yep.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Here's what this boils down to. Because these are all very valid points. Here's what it boils down to. It's numbers. How many humans die of the plague before we find a vaccine/cure? And how many people die of... Hold on. How many people die of flash freezing before we're able to get underground? I honestly think we lose more people from flash freezing and climate disasters from the cold than we do from the plague before we find a way to fix it.
I agree.
Because it's going to be harder to find a way to move the planet back onto its axis.
Yeah, we're like when it comes to the frozen apocalypse or whatever we're calling it, when it comes to that, we do not have there's no way to get back up. Until we start building, we can start building domes and shit like that. But ultimately, I honestly believe that more people die from flash freezing than from, God damn it, I never make this door.
Than bubonic.
Than the bubonic plague, than the Black Death. Oh my god, I haven't been knocked down here in fucking years.
That's why at the beginning of this, I already was like, bubonic plague wins. I was already like, no.
Yeah, I think that's more. I think that is ultimately more survivable.
That's fair. Is that what we're going with, bubonic plague?
Yeah. I think Black Death is more survivable.
Okay. All right.
Yo, I have not been able to cross the finish line for this fucking board all night.
God damn it, Charles!
All right.
Like all night.
Our next couple are Waterworld and superheroes.
Water.
Superheroes.
Survivability.
Survivability,
At this point, I feel like we're arguing over how much more of the human race survives.
Right.
Waterworld is the kind of things like Waterworld is the kind of thing where like polar ice caps melt in an instant, tidal waves, just complete and utter devastation, and only the small amount of human beings that are on boats or near extremely tall, like Mount Everest style, areas are going to be able to survive. I think superheroes is the
Damn
more
it! You just killed me. Oh no, you did. You almost killed me.
I think superheroes is the more survivable scenario in this one.
I agree.
Our teammate almost killed me.
I think this one's not even really a competition.
No, it's not. I've been saying that Waterworld is super lethal from the beginning.
Well, because human beings, like out of most of the animals in the world, we have like one of the like shittiest like water skills. Like even dogs and cats and crap like swim better than them. You know what I mean?
Like 10. Yeah, I watched you fly.
Okay, our teammate walked off somewhere. I'm watching him currently.
Okay.
Like he almost killed me in the beginning. Like he threw a bomb straight at my face. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, he was not a very good teammate.
No.
Ah! No! Fuck! I'm down.
I did not kill our teammate.
Oh.
No.
That gives me time to update this to superheroes for survivability.
Alright, we're in second for now. I think we're firmly in. No.
Alright. Now we've got two things that are very, very similar.
Oh no, you died? Oh hell no.
I died, yeah.
We're relying on our teammate right now.
We are, yeah, we're relying on our teammate.
We've got two things that are very...
second.
Mike!
I was talking before you.
No, you weren't.
No, we are. I'm looking at the points though. This idiot. What the hell are you doing? Don't kill yourself.
So we've got Thanos Geddon versus overpopulation.
Oh, they are very similar.
They are very similar.
They are extremely similar, and I don't know which way to go on this.
Maybe the Thanos one is less terrifying, maybe?
Why did he not
let
walk?
the water rise. Why did he not let the water rise?
Wait, no, we're good. It's a whole 100. We're a whole 100 ahead of from 5th place. We're good. He still could have moved though, guys. God damn it.
Word. I think the problem is overpopulation leads to Thanos Geddon. And so my argument for just sending people off to die cures the overpopulation thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's...
But it may not be what... But governments, like what you were suggesting with the fake war... I'm gonna write that, by the way. I'm stealing that idea, just flat out.
Absolutely, go for it.
Verbal contract. Anyway.
Done.
Anyway, so... I don't know that they would think to do that, because it's not an overpopulation thing. It's a... You know, it's not something that's going to trigger that overpopulation fix.
Wait, clarify.
So with the other one, the resources are surely like low, whereas the overpopulation thing doesn't necessarily mean we're still not getting our resources.
But we are like with overpopulation.
We could be running out of room and stuff with overpopulation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking hell! Someone help me!
Shit. Alright, we're still kind of okay for now.
Douchebag with the glasses held me.
Trying not to get hit.
Oh. Nope.
Doing zigzag patterns.
Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't be from the Rickon Stark school of running away from things.
Watch out!
Oh no! Yes! My face saved me.
My face saved me.
Yo, legit, my face hit that damn thing and I bounced back.
Watch it! Watch it!
That was a risky move.
Yeah, Stell, just so you know, I'm watching you. Watch it, someone's coming in. Alright.
I'm good, I'm good.
Someone, like it's not a rhino. It's on you! Oh, they're both on you!
I'm good!
We got eliminated.
Damn it.
Well, it wasn't our fault. Mike.
No, it wasn't.
Nah,
It definitely wasn't any of our fault.
Nah, it was Mike's fault. I totally believe it was Mike's fault. You're the first one dead.
Absolutely my fault.
I think overpopulation is more survivable.
I agree.
Because once overpopulation is fixed, they don't need to kill any more people off.
Damn it.
Right.
Exactly.
Hell, there might even be a situation where they killed off a little too much people, and they realized, ooh, all right, let's stop because we did it a bit too many times.
Yeah. And then we have the reverse of the Thanos
Right.
apocalypse.
Right. Where we don't have enough people.
That know certain things.
Sorry, the Thanogeddon. What are we calling it? Thanogeddon? Thanosgeddon?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think overpopulation eventually leads to the exact opposite of Thanosgeddon. Whereas we accidentally kill off too many people, and then we've got more food and resources than we know what to do with. So we start the overpopulation process again, and then we kill people off, and then it's an ultimately survivable cycle.
Right.
All right.
Whereas the Thanosgeddon is just shit.
Like he was right, and you definitely run out of crap.
Yeah. We have run out of shit. There is no more.
Next one is Rapture versus Supernatural.
Damn it! Because they're so similar too. Shit.
It makes sense that we would get the similar ones.
True, it does.
I think Supernatural one still works though.
You're right.
You don't have powers in the
Yeah,
Rapture.
I agree.
They're just humans in the Rapture who are left on Earth.
True. No,
At least you have the potential of getting a power with the Supernatural one.
I also think that that's going to be the win-win. I mean, we'll debate it when it gets there, but I ultimately think the Supernatural is going to go. But you're right, because with the Rapture, like tons of people are going to die.
I don't want to argue for something that isn't here yet. What is this? This is superhero versus Rapture?
No.
Yes. No.
Okay.
Supernatural versus Rapture.
Rapture.
Oh, okay.
So with the Rapture one, there are definitely going to be people who go up to heaven. All right, cool. But whoever's left in that weird purgatory, hellscape, like Earth, a lot of them are going to die. Like, a lot of them are going to die.
There's going to be fucking panic. There's
right,
not gonna,
and like...
I mean, I imagine the government will still exist because politicians, but they're not getting raptured.
The Rapture situation, you're running into a Thanos snap situation. We didn't even talk about this before, but we're gonna run into where like airplane pilots are gonna get raptured mid-flight.
True.
And then all of the people on that airplane that didn't get raptured are dead.
Right. So so there's definitely less survivability then for the Rapture compared to a Supernatural-esque like life, as we previously discussed how that would be.
And then all of those people that didn't get raptured that weren't in planes, or let's say they were in buildings, and then those planes come down, and there go the buildings.
No, there's definitely going to be a huge dent in the human population if Rapture, like, Armageddon type stuff happens. So I think that Supernatural wins over that.
Yeah. I think Supernatural's still more survivable than Rapture.
Yeah.
Agreed. Alright, so...
We are running through these.
Well, yeah, now we don't have all that much to do.
Yeah, we've already made our arguments.
Yeah. Alright, so we are in the semi-finals now. Black Plague versus superheroes.
Superheroes.
Yeah.
Superhero wins that because there's not going to be such a huge dent in the human population.
Yeah, because we're all getting superpowers. So
yeah.
are there people who are going to...
Scenarios are survivable, but Still.
Yeah, but like with superheroes, are there going to be people who get shitty powers, like they sneeze and explode?
Yeah,
Yes.
obviously there'll be some that'll just be.
But you are also going to
bad.
get your speedsters and your supermen and your high intellectuals,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
People
So
who can grow their fingernails.
yeah, exactly. Like
People who
People who
Yeah.
can smell cheese from a mile away.
That's definitely my.
why is it that why is that my power?
So
yeah,
superheroes, yeah?
yeah, they're gonna be
Yeah,
people with
yeah.
useless fucking super abilities.
100%.
They'll be psychics.
I can change my
Exactly.
eye color.
Bro.
If that, who would want a sidekick? No.
It depends. You might need something extra that they may have that you wouldn't need, but they use it well. You never know.
I don't think I need the spilled cheese one.
Actually,
I
that's
do.
that's the whole premise of like freaking My Hero. Like there's some really dumb powers, but sometimes they work depending on who you're with.
No, I'm not saying you can't find a use
Oh
for
my
them,
god, I
but-
didn't cross.
We qualified, it's fine.
I feel like Charles right now.
I made it.
Bro, I thought I was that guy, but I'm that guy.
Eh,
I was like, why am I so far from you guys? But I was actually above you.
yeah, right above my head.
So, are we up to superheroes and supernatural? Oh, they both got super in
We've
it.
got
No, we got
supernatural versus overpopulation.
Supernatural. Come on now.
I don't know that supernatural would win that because again, once they fix overpopulation, like it's over. That's it.
Yeah, but again, imagine the dent in the human population before that happened.
I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a huge dent in the population before that happens.
It's not gonna, and in the supernatural scenario, there's not as a huge dent.
Supernatural.
Whatnot.
Supernatural. Listen, with supernatural, it is a constant war. With overpopulation, where we're killing people off, we're regrowing. We're killing people off, we're regrowing. With the supernatural, we're at a constant war. There's constant death. There's going to be more death than there is regrowth. With overpopulation,
I necessarily agree with that because people's already living their lives in those situations as well, so people are gonna get bored.
Yeah, but you get demons and shit like that, and vampires. Like we're not just talking a demon running around. We're not talking a vampire. We're talking hordes of werewolves, demons, not zombies, but vampires. All these things. I legitimately think overpopulation is more survivable.
I actually still don't think so because, alright, I see what you're saying about, like, look, there's a huge population of the supernatural creatures. However, if the supernatural creatures you just mentioned needs humans, vampires need humans to survive. Also, vampires need humans to even turn into vampires. Demons need somebody to possess.
Being a vampire's pet really being alive? I mean, they're gonna keep you like doped
but you need the human population.
We're at that point for vampires specifically. You're talking about human farms. You're talking about scenes out of Blade where humans are being preserved in giant blood bags and being drained.
Not necessarily either.
You're saying not necessarily, but not necessarily. Like
what?
Like,
and also like the whole like, okay, demons need people in order to possess them. Like angels need people to protect. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you still need human beings in the equation. Like,
but they don't need mass amounts of human beings, and to be.
I don't think so. They do need mass amounts of human beings for that. Yeah, they do.
I think
that's kind of like their whole purpose in a way.
I think they need less human beings than you think they do because of things like human farms. They can bleed us out. They can breed us out. And but that's not living. That's not surviving. That's
and in supernatural, demons can possess dead bodies.
Yeah. A demon and an angel can both run around in corpses. Think
I'm
about it.
dead.
Cat, I
Mike,
survived.
you made it. You made it. Thanks, Mike.
Woohoo! You're welcome. Was I the only one left?
Yes, you were.
Yes. I died pretty early on.
I managed to get lucky and survive early on, and then didn't get touched by another snowball.
Please not basketball.
Yeah, I know, because I was near you, you son of a bitch. I watched you not get hit at all. I got hit all over the place.
I don't think these creatures need humans.
Demons don't really need humans. Vampires need humans.
Demons can possess a corpse and walk it around like it's nothing.
But in
Angels
order to
can do the same thing. The werewolves are no longer human. They're werewolves. They don't need human meat to survive.
But they needed humans to turn into a werewolf to begin with.
Well, eventually, if they have enough, they won't need it. They can breed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Werewolves can be bred.
Yeah. Werewolves can be bred. Vampires need other vampires to create more vampires. But if they don't want to create more vampires, they don't fucking have to. And also, like I said, farms. They could pick the best out of the human livestock, and that becomes a new vampire. They don't need us.
But they kind of do, like, to even start the process of any of this.
Well, no, you're right, but like they don't need us in mass quantity. They don't. Oh, motherfucker! I made it.
Oh, what the? I didn't make the jump.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You're right behind me. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, they need us, but they don't need us en masse. Motherfucker grabbed me. I'm good. I'm still long.
The dragon's grabbing?
It was the purple guy grabbed me.
So does that mean all three of you agree that the other one wins over Supernatural?
Yeah, I think. What the hell? It was overpopulation.
I think overpopulation wins over Supernatural.
Yeah, because I think with overpopulation, we do have to kill off a chunk of the population.
But then we're done.
But then we're done. We kill off a chunk of the population, and then at that point, we're good. We're golden.
No, he's right, because it would take a long time for it to get back up.
Yeah. We're humans, not bunnies.
Oh, I got held by a dragon.
Fine.
Oh my god.
Mike, no.
Then if that's
I'm working on it.
Then if that's the case, is our next to the superheroes compared to overpopulation?
Why are you trying to get ahead of her? Let her read the brackets.
I'm not. I'm asking.
She's into it. Let her be into it.
No.
I got held by the dragons. One of the dragons held me.
All right, that's fine because we're on our final. So on our finale, it is overpopulation versus superheroes.
I think superheroes wins this.
I don't agree. Because again, overpopulation is over eventually. But superheroes, you can always get that Dr. Manhattan that can do whatever they want. That godlike, evil Superman that can do whatever the fuck they want.
But wouldn't the argument be both have cycles? So, like, with the superhero one, there's always going to be Mr. Manhattan. Shit gets fucked up. It goes back. Then
Hey. He's got a doctorate. You put respect on that man's name.
My god. My god.
Dr. Manhattan.
Anyway, and then the overpopulation, it's another cycle as well.
There's a point, and again,
so
not all
cycles.
And again, not all the superheroes are gonna get like awesome, like amazing powers.
You might live a few generations with no Manhattan.
But once there is a Manhattan, he could destroy everything.
Like who says he wants to?
But who says he will succeed?
Mike, what did you want to say?
So here's the thing. You guys are saying who says he succeeds. If Dr. Manhattan wants to end the world, he ends the world. Like there's no ifs, ands,
Black
or buts.
hole style.
That's his power set. He blinks everything out of existence with a mere thought. He can see the past, the present, and the future all at the same time. He does not exist on a linear line of time. He knows all things. So if he decides it's over, it's over.
For
There
everyone
is
with the
no
useless cook an egg on your head power, there is going to be a Dr. Manhattan. There is going to be a Scarlet Witch. There is going to be a Superman. There's going to be
Essentially, the opposite will exist as well. Like,
yeah. There's
hopefully,
okay,
always
but not necessarily. You
you
can't
know
just assume that it is.
it there was a scenario where Dr. Manhattan crossed over into the mainline universe. It happened a couple of years ago, and he was stopped from destroying the DC universe by the heroes, but not through battle, through Superman, through the idea of Superman. But there's no guarantee that the Dr. Manhattan in this scenario is even going to give a fuck about the possibility of hope.
okay,
So, snap of a finger, dead. Overpopulation, we kill him off, we keep going. It's also at the same time, it can be argued that, you know, what we're dealing with is a Homelander, an evil Superman. And then we get a Dr. Manhattan that, grows up and snaps Homelander out of existence. That's also a possibility. But then now we're living under the thumb of Dr. Manhattan. And at any point in time, someone with that kind of, even if we take Dr. Manhattan out of the, like that kind of omnipotent power out of the scenario,
mm-hmm.
we're at the mercy of the potential of, 10 or 15 Homelanders just flying around fighting each other because their ideologies are different. You
Right.
know, an American Homelander versus a Russian Homelander versus a China Homelander versus a North Korean Homelander.
Wild.
You know,
Oh shit.
And
yeah, exactly.
there's
That
going to
is,
be like different motivations for everyone. Because I mean, look at Thanos in the movies versus Thanos in the comics. In the movies, his motivation is more of a, let's call it benevolent at the moment, just
Right,
for
right,
the
right.
sake
yeah,
of argument. Like there's a
Right.
yeah,
real reason behind it, but in the comics, it's more to
It
impress
was
Death.
pussy. It was for pussy.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah,
was the
It
power
was
of
for
his boner.
yeah,
So I mean, Thanos having the glove with the motivation of
yeah. No glove, no love.
healing the universe versus I want to get in that. you know, it's easier stopped one way than the other.
Yeah,
So are
I
we
think,
really about to say that like overpopulation is the most survivable of all of the possible like doomsday scenarios?
I
yeah,
honestly believe it, because either you're going to be in that 25 to 50% of the population that gets killed off, or you're not.
You ain't got to
And
deal
if
with
you're
all that.
not, then you're fine. They're not coming back for seconds. You know,
You
yeah,
know
once
what's
it's
so
over, it's
crazy?
You ain't
over.
get fired either way because if you're dead, you know have to no longer have to deal with the trivialness of life. And if you live, you're living with more resources because there's less population, so it's a
You
win-win.
okay?
is it
You good? You need a
more
little therapy? You
You
okay?
know what? You know
Like
morally
the
speaking?
trivialness of life he's talking about here. Am I the only
No,
one who's
no,
going to ask him if he needs a therapist?
no. It was
no,
funny
no, no.
because when he said it, I
I'm
immediately
commenting.
thought, "What a nihilistic thing to come out his mouth!"
No,
Like,
no, no, no.
Alright,
Hold on,
alright,
hold on, hold on,
let me
hold on, hold on, hold on. I want
fully
to
explain that.
speak,
That-
motherfuckers.
he was like the sweet release of
What do you
death.
want to say, Mike? What do you want to say?
It's like,
I don't even fucking remember anymore. Like it was on the point of like, is it, morally speaking, like the way he put it made me think about this. Like morally speaking, killing off that many people, that is that is numbers we cannot comprehend.
Agreed.
That is double, tripling, quadrupling the amount of life that was lost during the pandemic, during COVID.
Oh, it is more than
It is
quadrupling it.
yes, it is
right,
an
right.
astronomical amount of people that are
And the human race
that
has to hold
lives
that
that are going
in
to end.
constant,
no, I understand
like
that.
for all of our
No,
history.
I fully
Like,
understand that.
But but Like as much life is that's being lost at that point, and yes, it's random lottery draft, whatever it may be, however it's done, it sucks, and there's a chance that we're gonna lose the world's greatest minds in that.
True.
But we're also going to save the potential next greatest mind. So
True.
it's a moral gray area to be okay with this. It's okay in the sense of the human race survives and that's a good thing, but it's also like okay to be sad about the amount of loss. Like it is a moral gray area. We as as the human race, we need to survive. That is
Right.
that is ingrained in us from the dawn of humanity. From the dawn
Well,
of
the
time,
funny
the
thing is,
little
well, the funny
amoebas splitting in half and becoming fish and this and that throughout evolution. It's all about survival and continuing the race. So, do I want to be chosen as one of the people to go fight the fucking war? No, of course I don't. I want to be one of the assholes that survives. But also at the same time, if I am chosen, if I am, dead, at least I die knowing that those that I love and care about have a chance to survive. Like given the
well,
opportunity to like if like my brother or one of my sisters or even one of you guys
Mhm.
is chosen to go off and die, I will be like, me as tribute. Take me. Let them do their thing. They let them live their lives. They have all of you have more to give than I do. So I'm going to be
I
like tribute.
disagree.
Eh.
I understand what Mike is saying on a surface level. I understand why he's saying.
What I was gonna say was, hopefully, once all of this war stuff is over and they survive, a giant meteor the size of Texas doesn't come and destroy the
Oh my
planet.
god! Oh my god! And they're like, we killed all population.
Fuck it, we're all. And
Hello? What happened? Hello? Mike? I don't know exactly how Mike and Charles both got cut off at the same time, unless it's me, but it looks like I'm still streaming. I am still streaming, right?
It's definitely her.
What
it's
happened?
definitely.
Yo, I love how mid sentences. I don't know how they both got cut off, but
It's me.
Dude, what happened?
Are you?
I don't
Can
know.
you hear
Tell
us?
us.
I
'Cause
can
that
hear
was a
you
you
now.
problem. That was a you
Okay.
problem.
If you were talking that entire time before asking what happened,
I
we
didn't.
didn't hear you.
I heard you cut off, and then I said hello, and no one responded, and I was like,
We did
the
respond
fuck
to
is
you.
happening?
Yeah,
We did respond to you.
we responded. We were responding to you. You
Nah,
were like
I was met
when
with
you said,
dead silence.
yeah, that was definitely you. There was some sort of a blip on your end. Are your
There was
headphones
actually
dying?
My
it
OBS
was an
and my Twitch did not blip at all.
Maybe your headphones are dying.
No, I charged them, and they make a sound when they start to die. They do.
Maybe there
whatever
was
it
a
is. It was
it.
definitely
It
at
had to have
least.
been me if you guys were fine.
Yeah, we were continuing the conversation. Like
We made
you
an
know,
apocalyptic joke.
yeah.
I
You
missed
actually
it.
cut me off in the middle of it.
Aw, sucky
Like
poodle.
I was saying, Charles had said, like as soon as the fighting is done, a meteor the size of Texas hits us and wipes us out. And then I was going on, and I was like, yeah. And the one guy who could have figured out how to stop that was sent off to war.
Yeah.
That was
That's
that was
So
the
funny.
you
line
know,
that
we brought it back with one of the other apocalypses, and
apocalypse
I was gonna say
apocalypse.
something.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
and
don't.
also China, because when you were saying like China actually did basically what we were talking about, where when they were overpopulated and they didn't really have food resources and all that, and they started essentially taking people and newborns and killing them off. Like China actually did that a few decades ago when they were having that issue. Like they killed off a bunch of people. They said in the one-child law, they either killed babies or left them to the option of being adopted by foreigners. So China actually did a version of the overpopulation scenario that we were just discussing, and to be honest, it actually was successful. Like
it worked so well.
Messed up as it is, it was successful.
Yeah, and it actually worked so well that they had an issue where they actually had to rescind the one-child rule because they had way more men than women because of some of the darker shit that was happening. So they had to rescind the one-child rule so that families would allow their girls to be born and to live and to survive.
Right. And so technically, like, China is a very prime, real example of the whole overpopulation doomsday scenario where, oh no, now we don't have enough and now we revert back. Like,
exactly.
So are we saying that overpopulation wins?
Overpopulation is the most survivable apocalypse out of all the ones that we were able to put against each other.
Yeah, it definitely seems so.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so there we go. The winner is overpopulation. So if there is a apocalypse, another one, let it be overpopulation.
Apparently.
You know what's crazy? Like, that was a fun conversation, but it was a really dark conversation.
I mean, yeah, it was apocalypses. It was going to get dark.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of dark humor.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of dark humor.
And also, I enjoy this.
Yeah,
me too.
I think we should do this again. I think we should definitely do it. Maybe with something more lighthearted. We talked about maybe doing the best type of food.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, no, you gotta break that down into categories. Then you can't.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Italian versus Chinese versus Korean versus Mediterranean.
Different ethnic foods.
Yeah. Well, I mean, American will also be,
Well, no, that'd be a part of ethnic, like as in like
enough.
some countries, right?
Though I don't really. What is American food? Is it just hot dogs?
I was going to say that.
Hot dogs and hamburgers.
No, there actually is very American type foods, like hamburgers, hot dogs, things like that. Those are very American foods.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me
that's
wrong.
Not gonna win.
No, because here's the thing. I'm gonna pull this out on you right now. See, we already debating that. We didn't even right now.
Let's save this.
But this isn't a debate of which one's better. It's a debate on what's considered American food. So here's the wait. Shh, shut up.
But this is information you can use to win a debate.
Be a nice one for another day.
No. But we're not debating which food.
I want to know what she has
It's
to
about
say.
what's considered what's considered American food right now. A huge one that will trump all this is soul food. Soul food is a uniquely American type of cuisine.
That is fair.
Okay.
That is fair.
That's very true.
I am much more likely to give American food a chance in this race when you start talking about down south soul food.
Exactly. That's uniquely American.
You know what else is uniquely American? Hipster food. The chocolate-covered bacon
we are not discussing hipster food that is new age nonsense. We talking about more history-based food.
No.
Listen, it's uniquely American.
Nadia.
All those giant fucking milkshakes that are up to the ceiling. Fucking chocolate-covered bacon.
Buffalo meat, bison meat. Things like that.
When you mentioned hipster cuisine, the amount of ticks I just saw come out of Nadia.
You know what's really fucked up about that?
Hipster food as American
Before
food.
she was about to explode.
Do you know what's really fucked up about that?
What is really fucked up about that, Mike?
The only thing that hipsters ever do right is food and alcohol. Like
Fair.
for all of the hatred you have for hipsters, Nadia, you have to give it to them when it comes to their food and alcohol. Motherfuckers make the
You good
strongest
fighters, man.
beers
Okay,
that
I'll give them
taste like
alcohol, but I'm
corn.
not giving them food.
You weren't there
No,
to
no, 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 no.
actually have some delicious ass
You need
cider.
you guys need to take like a date night once a week or once a month and go to one of the hipster restaurants that's nearby you.
They're pretty
The
good.
food is fucking phenomenal.
I hate hipsters along with you, Nadia. Like, you will never hear me giving another compliment to a fucking hipster. But the food, like, they're not always on the ball. Every once in a while they come out with something and I'm like, the fuck you talking about? But
As
the
delicious as
food,
avocado
yeah.
toast is, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I like
It sure
avocado
does.
toast. Avocado
I like
toast is
avocado toast.
delicious.
No, he said he likes it, but he don't think it makes actual sense.
I like it, but I don't think it's necessary.
Well,
Like,
Right.
they
it's
didn't need to
not
go there.
necessary. I don't think I should be spending like $17 on it. So I don't get it
No.
at a restaurant, but I'll make it at home.
All
Buy
right,
it
fine. I guess we'll include hipster food in American food. But if that's the case, that means we're including, hipster food, carnival food, because carnival food is very
Very
American.
uniquely American.
And,
Sure.
Yeah.
soul food.
Yeah.
And soul food is also very American. So if we're talking about those three categories, hipster, carnival, and soul food, fine. That can all be considered very American type food. Ugh.
I mean, chili.
Yeah, well, that goes with the soul food.
Yeah,
Because
that's
very
Texas.
good.
Yeah, it does.
It originated
Yeah, it's
in
very
Texas,
down
I
south.
think. It's very like it makes me think Texas.
It's very down south.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But but to me, the best out of all the three subcategories of American food is soul food. And it also has the most history out of all of the other foods.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like,
hipster food doesn't have
probably
it.
Yeah,
comes
no.
right after.
Soul food is the best of them.
Yeah.
I got a soul food place near me, Lola's, that is just
Every
like, you
time
don't
I
even
go
know.
out, every time I go out there, they're like, "What do you want for dinner?" I'm like, Southern
They got the
soul
best
food.
fried chicken, the best homemade mac and cheese. Oh,
Oh,
so good. So good.
so good, so good,
So good.
so good.
Pepperoni and cheese is also a very uniquely American. I mean, it's still a part of the whole soul food thing, but it's like, yeah, like you don't go to Asia and be like, "Do you have mac and cheese?" It's like, what? No.
Look.
You do go to Italy. That's what-
Italy, they're not
that's
doing mac and cheese. They're doing like Alfredo
well,
and shit. Like,
Yeah, like
Alfredo
they're
is
doing.
not Italian.
that's
Alfredo is not Italian. Anyone
Lies,
who's from Italy will say it's not Italian.
lies, and slander.
No. Bet.
As a Brooklyn
100%
Italian,
bet.
Which one?
It is fucking American Italian. Alfredo is
Alfredo?
American Italian. If you go and order Alfredo in Italy and you go to a real Italian restaurant, like not catering to
tourists.
tourists, there is no Alfredo there. Alfredo is not Italian.
Which is fine because Alfredo.
Again,
is
another uniquely
Oh yeah, any ethnic food that has been has been stripped of all its ethnicity, twisted around, and turned into something else is definitely American.
That's what America does.
I mean, true. America does that.
We do.
Chinese food.
I'm on this right now. French fries.
French fries.
Ain't nothing French.
Ain't nothing
French about them fries.
Buffalo wings were made in the U.S.
Yes, well, yeah.
And I love me some
That's like
buffalo
carnival
wings.
food. I kind of throw that with carnival food.
Buffalo wings are so good.
I actually don't like them.
Like
I don't like.
Fuck is wrong with
I throw
you?
buffalo wings into the carnival.
I don't like the buffalo taste.
I don't.
I don't like the buffalo sauce itself. I don't like it.
Like we've had this.
I don't like, but yeah, we've had this discussion. I don't like buffalo wings, but I like other style wings.
Wings, which is a very American thing. Like having wings is a very American thing. Or like corn dogs. That's absolutely American. Again, that's the carnival-esque type foods.
Yeah. Look, deep fry anything and it automatically becomes American.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right,
popcorn also very American because we had corn from like Native Americans.
So I guess
like,
next time we're gonna do foods, because
It
we're
seems that
really
way.
into this.
true.
It definitely seems that way.
If you do like, well, how many doomsday scenarios did we have? 12?
16.
Oh damn. So we have to think of 16 cuisines.
I mean, yeah, that's not hard.
No, it's not. However, if you do choose one, I ask that one of them be Caribbean.
It has to
not
be
even
like
not even specific Caribbean, just all Caribbean.
Caribbean is one of it has to be one of the 16 because I was raised in Brooklyn.
Right.
Caribbean food is pretty fucking rampant there. Like I came out here, like beef patties are Caribbean, right?
Yes, they are Jamaican.
And in Brooklyn, they are in every fucking pizzeria, right?
Grafx,
they are, and they're not even Italian.
Do you know that in Long Island, there is not a fucking pizzeria out here that carries beef patties?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Do you know how sad that made me?
You know what's crazy? This sounds silly. I want to know what the history is behind pizzerias choosing beef patties to have in their stores.
It's really just because Brooklyn has just such a large Caribbean population.
No, and I get that. I'm not arguing that part, but why specifically pizzerias out of all the Caribbean food, they're like, we are also going to serve beef patties.
It is the closest thing they had to a calzone.
Yo.
Wait.
You think they were like, man, we ran out of dough for a calzone. People getting upset. Man, go down to the Caribbean spot real quick and just gather some things real quick.
Bet. That's what happened.
Like,
they went to the bodega and got some. They went to the Caribbean bodega and got some.
And then they were like, we can make this, right? I think we can kind of make it similar, right?
Wow.
Oh, God.
Damn.
That's so funny. I love New York.
Word.
Like, there's some simple things, but there's simple things.
I want a motherfucking beef patty.
Do you know what bugs me though? My neighborhood is it is impossible for me to find fucking beef patty and cocoa bread.
I mean, it's
where you are.
I know I'm in a crazy white neighborhood, but like
yeah,
like you would think that there would at least be one place. And like
nope.
I found
go to a different neighborhood. Like
I found on Uber Eats, I found pizzerias restaurants that'll sell cocoa bread and beef patties separate, but they don't put them together. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
So put them together. Buy them both. Put them together.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but like,
I guarantee it's more money that way, though.
Yeah, it's way more money that way.
That's true.
Like instead of it being $2.50 for the beef patty, and then you add another 50 cents to $1 for the cocoa bread, you got to add another $2.50 for the cocoa bread.
True.
Like
instead of the combo of beef patty.
Yeah. Like if I'm gonna spend $5 on a beef patty, I'm gonna put some pepperoni and cheese in that bitch.
Yeah.
You so right. Just you say that, it's like, how dare you?
Have you tried it though? It's delicious.
How dare you?
We're American. We twisted it
if
and
it
contorted
ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Like,
look, it ain't broke, but it can be better.
I would get it with cheese. Yeah.
Wait.
Beef and cocoa bread is fucking new.
You American.
Yes. I am an American.
Oh no. Okay, well let's discuss this next time because I'm done. I finished.
No, but that was good.
Okay. All right, everyone. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Night.